competition review here. This match is white belts 170, and this is 30 and under.
30 and under. The kids.
So the adult division. Sorry, it's not 30 and under. It's 18 and over, I should say.
Okay, the kids.
The kids. Again, I haven't seen these matches. I don't know how they're going to work out. So it's all a surprise. I will say I do believe Ephraim has a little bit of a wrestling background, so we'll see if that shows a little bit in the match.
All right.
And
roll them.
Awesome. I forgot to introduce, joining me is Birdman, 4th degree black belt, to give us commentary as well.
Nice. So far, I like what I see. The low single action.
All right. This is a position I hate dealing with when I'm passing the guard. The person on bottom has a good grip on the ankle, deep delahiva, and looks like his outside hip is also affecting. That's probably a better guard than we saw from some of the blue belt matches we've seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are the steps here? What's the danger, and what does Ephraim need to do to work out of this position?
He needs to take that guy's right knee, the one you can't see. No, that's the left knee.
Oh, the right knee. Okay.
Right knee, and put it to the mat. I would take both my hands on that knee and pin it to the mat on Ephraim's left side.
So that'll square up.
It'll pull that delahiva hook right out.
Got it.
As he turns the guy to his opponents. The guy in the blue, you need to turn him to his right side.
You want to put his back flat on the mat, so to speak.
To the right side. Yes.
All the way over to the right.
Yes, like you want to take that right knee and put it right to the mat.
Got it. Okay. All right, looks like he released it.
Yeah. And there, that's what I was looking for.
Brings him over to the other side. Little bit of a mistake. I don't want to say mistake. His opponent here has both grips on the lapel. 2 same side lapel grips. Not very many instances where that's going to be useful once you're already on the floor, right?
Yeah, he's just, again, people just want this sense of security that the person's not going to, I don't know, get up and run to the snack shop or something. I don't know.
One thing I think a lot of people, when they see the guard open and they want to slice through, they think they need to drop the knee down, bring the ankle, and slice through that way. Always an option is to bring the knee straight directly up the body. Kind of like you're doing not a knee on belly, just like knee through the spine, like right up the middle. And you can travel the leg up the body so that the ankle comes right up to the thighs. It's much easier to slice through than trying to slice through right here. Yeah. Also, the guy on bottom, he's on his side. He's in place to play guard. If Ephraim can roll him back to his back where the hips are facing the ceiling, the guard will be much easier to pass, right?
You know how I think, okay? Your guy in the white should cut his left knee right into the hip for a reverse seated pass right now.
Right.
Cut off that guy's hip, and he's going to be he'll be passed and quick mounted.
He's staying in that position for too long, and the other guy is wrapping his legs up. Okay, nice. Okay. And
pass that. So they're only giving 2 points. Oh no, they didn't give him points yet. He didn't establish a position. That's why
he didn't establish a position. I do like something we talk about when we're passing the guard is as he passes the guard, he doesn't stop in side control. He chases the arm and he goes all the way to the other side.
Yes, classic Birdman. But the other guy got to his knees.
All right. Now, right now, Ephraim's got his left knee probably behind the guy's arm, which is a strong position if he can isolate that front arm. But ideally, he would have been able to come all the way and kind of be behind the hips, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's just take a look at that again. I think this is something I think Ephraim does a little bit more no-gi, so he's used to some of these like larger movements, and I think it's a
Yeah.
good reminder, especially in a competition where people are ready to be explosive. It's a slick move to try to hop to the back, but right there, there's no weight on his opponent, and his opponent, as soon as he feels there's nothing there, he just goes for a Granby.
He could have thrown a hook in there.
Could have thrown a hook in there. But when you create a scramble,
Anything can happen.
anything could happen.
I tell you what, it's a pretty good movement for white belts.
It is pretty good movement for white, but from both of them, I agree.
Both of them. Both of them are moving pretty well.
Again, also noticing with the half guard, the crossing of the feet, right?
Yes. Yeah. Not our guy, but hey, we can still be critical.
It's something we're noticing in a lot. People always crossing the feet, regardless if it's necessary or not.
Yes.
What should Ephraim be looking to do at this position right here? I feel like
He wants to pull on that right arm to take away that structure and put the guy back flat on the mat.
back flat on the mat, right?
Yes.
Get him
You wanna
off
the
his side, hips towards the ceiling.
Yeah. First of all, no, he's bringing his head and shoulders off the mat.
Yeah.
Okay. Pull on the guy's right arm. That's his base. That's his structure.
So he should
Pull
be
that
yoinking.
right out of the way and put his shoulder back on the mat. Right. See, now he's starting to lift his hips up. If he gets his hips higher than Ephraim's hips, that's a sweep. He's going to get on top. Okay. If his shoulder is on the mat, he can't do that. Right there. Okay. Get him back down to there. Yes. He needs to stay back down there. Yes, that's where you have to keep him. You can't let him get up on his elbow.
Little commentary from the blue belts, appreciating. Looks like he's got his foot stuck in a scorpion lock over here.
Okay. Stand up. Both that guy's ankles will blow out. Again, another stalling tactic. Right? See, the guy wants to get his hips up. Yeah, because he got up on his elbow.
So I just want
to sweep.
Again, easier to say, after the fact, hindsight. But he took the other guy down in the first 2 seconds of the match, right?
Yes.
If the other guy wants to stand up, let him stand up and get another 2 points.
Yes. Perfect. Yeah.
But he goes to fight from the knees right here, which, to be fair, might be just that's how we practice in the gym. We, try to stay on the floor, so sometimes we stay on the knees.
Yeah.
But would have been a good idea to just completely disengage. You don't
or
have
go for the guillotine. The guy's arms are out of position, right? He was holding his overhook in that wrist for too long.
I like how the guy just jumped into close guard. He's going for the fancy hop over the guard, and he just...
Yeah. Again, white belts, but they're moving
They're
well.
moving really well,
belts.
yes.
Yes, both of them are moving really, really well.
And his arm somehow came completely out of the gi.
Yeah. That was the overhook arm that he was holding too tight.
Yes.
So it should be 2-2, correct?
It should be, yes.
But who knows what there could be 35-4. Who
Yes.
knows the way these guys score things.
Yes. This is something you've shown before, and I like that he's using it. Instead of crossing his legs like we've seen people do in half guard, he's stepping on the calf.
Yes.
And extending that leg out.
I like it. I do it.
It prevents the knee from coming up, and you don't have to worry about the knee slice. You can't stay there forever. You have to use that to set something up, or you have to straighten the leg out, right?
I use that to make space to get the 7-1-8 hook in. So if he makes a little space, he drags that knee away. He can put that left hook in.
This hook, the foot, the instep will come inside the thigh. He just pushes this foot away so that hip extends a little bit, and then he makes room for that hook to come in.
Correct.
The guy did a good job of peeling it off with the other leg. And again, we're crossing the feet in half guard.
Yeah.
Maybe he's going for a scorpion lock, or maybe he just messed it up there.
Or his
Okay.
version of a scorpion lock.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Rewind
doing?
here a little bit. There we go. Again, he gets the underhook. He has the half guard, and this foot should be planted on the floor to move his hips out or to get to his knees. Instead, he's holding onto the leg.
Yes, he's got no connection to the floor.
I just want to throw this out there, especially when we have the underhook. The reason why we hold this leg here is because we're afraid of them passing our guard. I understand that. But
Yes.
at this point, if I had this underhook, I would actually be – what I'll do personally is I'll take this leg off and I'll bump their hip from behind with my knee. I encourage them to pass the guard.
Yeah, because you take their back.
Because you take their back. So you're actually working against yourself when you're holding this here. Take this leg off and either use it to move your hips out or even just allow the knee to come through for the knee slice, and you'll have an easy back take.
Yes. You got to leave some doors open.
You got to leave some doors open. All right. It works his way back to close guard. Not the worst of things.
Well, he's got that hook in, which is okay. He should have left that hook in. That's his fight. He can do what he wants. I'm not going to be critical of that.
All right. Okay.
Going for the scissor.
Not
okay.
bad.
Trying things, right? Trying things.
If we see, that is a really shallow lapel grip. That is really shallow.
Yes.
That is like below the nipples.
Yeah.
If he would have had a decent grip, that scissor sweep would have gone.
Yeah, it looks like they didn't give that guy the sweep. I see Kevin Estevez at 0.
It's 2. That's I think that's for penalties.
Oh, okay.
The red is the 2.
Aha. Oh no, that's advantages probably.
Advantages, yeah.
Which are I don't understand it. Is that it?
It's 2-2. I don't know what the 0 is, but it's 2.
It's advantage. Yeah, it's advantages. Is your boy? Is he Dagestani?
This guy's from Brooklyn.
Is he? He can still be Dagestani.
Jewish kid from Brooklyn.
He's got that Dagestani beard and that whole wrestling style going.
Shout out to Ephraim, civil engineer.
Nice. I like his style.
Yes. I like this overhook grip. He wants to get that forearm over to the other side of the head.
Yep. Okay, but look at the wait, stop it right there. Here's what you got to teach him. Look at the hands. How should the hands be gripped?
They should be the butterfly. The fingers should be wrapped over the wrists. It shouldn't be gable grip.
But if they're gabled, right?
Yeah.
How do you make which hand goes in front and which hand goes in the back? Which palm faces you?
The heavy one.
The elbow that wants to get heavy.
Yes.
So he should actually have that gable grip reversed.
Right, because he's going to be
turning to his left.
He's going to be turning to his left, so that this elbow is dropping. So that's the elbow that's the palm that should be facing you.
Correct.
Got it.
Now these are minute details, but I think that's what people need to hear.
Absolutely.
All right. So he should have gone for a butterfly grip. If not, the gable grip, the hands should be reversed.
Hey,
he'd have an easier time.
He's got the forearm under the head. He's got a nice bite on the arm.
If he reversed his hands, it would happen on its own probably.
Is there anything he could be doing with his hips right now from close guard to make this easy? Or is that...
Opening them, first of all. You switch your hands. You get slightly to your left side, and you put that right hook in.
So I'll say right here, it looks like he's doubling down on the sweep.
Yes.
But
he's holding the guy upright with his guard.
What I would look to do if I had this grip and I wasn't able to get the hooks out is, if we just go back a little bit, is instead of rotating towards, I would rotate away, and hopefully that arm would pop out and bring it over for a razor armbar. Right?
Okay.
If you bring this elbow up a little bit and we rotate away from the screen, if we're not going to open the close guard.
Yeah.
Because that arm looks like it's ready to pop out.
Yeah. But he's got the sweep if he just opens his guard.
Yep. He's got a lot of attacks, actually, if we come back here for a moment.
Omoplata. Razor.
Right here, this guy makes his opponent makes a little bit of a mistake here. Right here, bringing this arm in to help.
Yeah.
This right leg now is completely free to move.
Foot on the hip. Foot on the hip.
Foot on the hip. If he had great flexibility, he could. If this arm comes over a little bit, he could probably go straight for an arm bar, a razor arm
Yes.
bar,
Yeah.
omoplata. But this whole right side just opened when that arm came out.
Here's the thing: you never save an arm with another arm, right? We're talking about the guy in blue now.
Yes.
He's now putting the safe arm in danger by trying to save it.
Yes, and it's not really helping the other arm either.
No, it's not. He can't protect that arm. He brings it over there thinking he can save it, but it's just getting it in trouble.
This is what I was looking for before. He's starting to pry the arm out.
Yes.
Frame looks like he's opening the guard, but he abandoned it, I guess, before it could come over.
Yes. Is he? Please tell me he's not reaching inside.
No, he's not reaching inside. Not yet. Not yet. He's not going for the deep half from close guard.
Yeah.
But we are seeing that underhook grip.
Yes.
We saw this prior, right? An underhook from close guard doesn't work the way you think it would. So
no, what does it do? It doesn't do anything.
This arm, if you have the underhook, you shouldn't be grabbing. This arm should be bringing their arm up to your shoulder.
Yes.
Like if he took this left hand and he almost like he was raising his hand for a question and he brought his left hand straight up, his shoulder would shrug and bring his partner's arm over this shoulder. And
here's what I would do. You would do a half Nelson from the front. I'd bring my hand up and put it on that guy's forehead.
This hand coming in front, right?
And put it right on the guy's forehead.
And that'll twist the shoulder and it'll bring that arm out, right?
That his arm will be suspended out in front of him then.
And then, again, exposed for razor arm bar, omoplata, arm drag,
Yes.
back take, whatever you're looking for.
Yes. So he's going for double. I know he's going for double unders. I'd be like, oh no.
I think
minute left.
Also, he's not. We're not seeing Ephraim attack the collars too much.
Not at all.
And it's okay if you have your game plan, but I think it's always good to just mix up collar grips just to put that threat on the table, because
it opens up everything else.
This guy's got a really low posture the whole time, and he doesn't seem like he feels too uncomfortable.
His hands are free to do anything on Fryan. If he starts putting up for collar grips, the guy can't make grips from the top. Right? He's trying that hack across the throat. Right there, he should be looking for. I don't know what that's. That's really not going to do much.
Again, we spoke about this, I believe, with Akshat's match. The collars are way too shallow to threaten a collar choke here.
There you go, Fryan.
By the fact that the elbows are flared horizontally, I can tell. Right? The elbows should be pointed at the hips. They shouldn't be pointed out to the side.
Now, this guy here standing looking around, the referee. Shouldn't that be an advantage? Thinking collar choke right there? That's, to me, that's what an advantage is. Not getting the submission, but threatening it.
I also want to point out the classic white belt defense to a collar choke is a collar choke.
Another collar choke?
Is another collar choke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be an advantage. It depends on how deep it is. Maybe he feels like it's not deep. I also see that Ephraim's bottom...
He's not even paying attention to this man.
That's true. It looks like the bottom hand is also palm down instead of palm up, so maybe that's why he doesn't have the right connection. Oh, it's palm. It's his thumb. It's palm up. Okay, that's it. We were talking about this before. He's using the left hand to open the lapel to get the hand a little deeper.
Yeah.
Readjust
Right.
it.
It's just the third time he's trying that
Sorry.
choke, and this referee is still there thinking about what he's going to have for lunch.
At this point here, also, I think it's worth pointing out when the other person stands up and gives this much space, this is a great spot to move your guard, either to timber sweep or put your feet on the hips or go to a deli hiva, or if their arms are this far extended, there's probably a lot of attacks that exist. Even just walking the guard up so you can keep the closed guard but reclose it higher on the back.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Take up that space that's in there.
This space
your hips
right here.
are not doing anything right there because your legs are extended. If you bring your knees back up closer to your chest, then your hips are active.
Also, sometimes it's very uncomfortable when someone gets up and they put their weight on you, so you want to use your legs to keep their weight off. But when you're going for the cross collar choke or any attack, a lot of times you want to close the space. So these legs would actually be better served pulling him into you rather than keep pushing his hips away.
Yes.
Okay.
seconds, Ephraim. Don't let it pass. There you go.
And I think that's time.
2-2. What is it?
How would you judge this match going into referee's decision? Now, before we get into that, you've always told me never let it go to the judges, right? You go to the
Never
judges.
let it go to the judges.
You
This
didn't.
guy was that ref was asleep the whole time. Okay.
Right now he's flipping a coin in his head, right?
He doesn't know what he's going to do. He probably doesn't know what the score is. It's 2-2. The guy in blue did nothing other than that one time where he got on top.
Which
He really did nothing.
Which was through a scramble. It wasn't necessarily even through a big technique or something, right?
Correct.
I would have edged it Ephraim, but he's also my guy.
Yeah, he went for submissions. What? Why?
Who knows? Who knows? Welcome to you know.
They're the new Naga, I guess. Naga had dumb rules that made no sense. Naga was horrible.
Sunday League Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh my God.
Was there any moment that stuck out to you in that match?
Yeah, that fucking stupid ref at the end.
I believe just this moment right here where he had once his opponent got this underhook and he lucked out that his opponent didn't go for the back take. At this moment here, he should have just reset, I think. Either attacked the neck like you said and gone for the guillotine or just disengaged.
And that time you said at the knees, he could have stood up.
Right here.
Stood up.
Stood up. And just, if you would have put forward pressure back in, it would kind of like when you're bridging a deck of cards, they would have pushed against each other. It would have been really easy to stand up there, right?
Yeah, but instead he gives up 2 points by going to his back.
Yes. Actually, this was a great white belt match. These guys moved really well.
It was. The cleanest technique was the takedown, the single leg.
Let's take a look at that again. That was a very beautiful.
Right, that was the best technique of the move right there.
Slick.
Okay, and he was going for submissions. The guy in white.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Very nice. That was the cleanest move. Slick. How he gave it to the other guy, I don't know.
But yeah, these guys both did really well. I don't think there was any obvious big white belt mistakes, right?
No. They both did fantastic.
All right.
The only white belt mistake was by the ref.
Agreed. Do you have any feedback for Ephraim? Anything that he should be working on, thinking about?
He's doing great. I mean, for being a white belt right here, I think he had a great match. And it's just he made white belt mistakes, but he's supposed to, right?
Yeah.
So he's on the path. I think he can just kind of use a little more as he moves forward, use a little more jiu-jitsu than wrestling, use a little more gi than no gi. Like you said, he made that big move, which kind of cost him a bit by swinging around to the back without putting hooks in or anything.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But it's excitement in the match. I think both of them had some pretty big movements, and they just sometimes people sit and hold. Sometimes in the match, guys go for I wouldn't call it a highlight reel move, but they just go for the big movement. They roll the dice, and sometimes small moves, small mistakes. Keep it a little bit tighter. Keep it a little tighter.
Absolutely.
And better to end up neutral standing than to end up on your back and give 2 points, right?
Yeah.
But great. Again, thank you so much, Birdman, for the
No
input.
problem.
Great job, guys, on the match. And if you guys have any matches of your own you'd like to send us, reach out. We'd love to review them. If there's anything else you'd like us to hear us talk about or any viewpoints, give us a heads up in the comments. We're listening. All right, guys. Take it easy. Have a good one.
Take it easy.